Hey guys, what is going on? It is Spherical here. We are back with Attack on Titan, Season 3, Episode number 16. First off, I've literally been awake for all of like 20 minutes. And on top of that, I think I only slept like 2 or 2.5 hours last night. But none of that matters, because it's Attack on Titan day today. And one thing I've been able to pride myself so far with the 4 episodes thus far of Season 3 Part 2 is I've caught the 60 seconds till the episode drops screen on Crunchyroll every time so far, and I'm proud of myself because I think that's new. I wanted to talk about that. I completely forgot to for all of I know it's the 4th week now and I finally brought it up, but I don't think Crunchyroll ever used to have that. They would just drop the episode at the exact minute, but I don't know if this is new, but they actually, like, with 1 minute before the episode drops, they put like a page that goes to the episode, but then it just counts down to the episode. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Like, it gives you an actual countdown to the second when the episode goes live. So I've taken part in that every week so far. Maybe I'm a crazed fan. Maybe I need a life. Probably. Maybe I'm too much of a weeb. Probably. But anyways, maybe I should actually start talking about the show that we're watching today. So last episode, man, I loved Bertolt's character development again. Last episode really showed me that I think I do want Reiner and Bertolt to die. I've always been saying, like, they need to die, of course, but I don't want to see it happen necessarily because it's gonna be hard to watch. But at the same time, like, Reiner has been gone for a long time. He's not really him. He's got 2 personalities. He's all kinds of messed up, and now we see that from Bertolt. Again, the character development was huge, but at the same time, he's really gone off the deep end. He can't really come back from where his mind is at right now. And one thing I want to say that I kind of touched on last episode too, Armin is the MVP this season, and like by far, nothing would have happened, or nothing would have gone good in this season at all if it wasn't for Armin. He's figured everything out from the... First off, he figured out that Reiner and Bertolt were there. They wouldn't have no clue. If it wasn't for him. What's the next smart thing he did? He figured out where Reiner was inside the wall. I noticed last episode, he's the first one that saw the Colossal Titan coming. They wouldn't have any clue that he was about to transform and fall on top of everybody, which luckily didn't happen because he saw Reiner there, but Armin almost literally saved everybody's lives by telling them to get the hell out of the center of the city. Armin is my dude this season. I love it. With that being said, I've noticed a lot of death flags for Armin as well. And I said this from, I think, early season 2. I predicted that he would be the big main character in this show to die, and it would, I don't know, push some type of character development for Eren and Mikasa or something. I don't really know what my reasoning was, but in this season, I think that more so than ever. I think Armin is very, and I said this in the first episode a couple weeks back, or I guess episode 13. I thought he was going to die in that episode just because they're giving him so many death flags. And at the same time, on the other side, I think I see the same thing from Bertolt right now. He's given up completely on any type of negotiations or talk. I feel like Bertolt is number 1 on my like hit list on the on the enemy team in terms of who I think is very likely to die. I think the most likely person to die still right now is Erwin, but I've been thinking that for a very long time now, so that's nothing new. But Armin and Bertolt are the other 2 that are like on my watch list right now. But with that out of the way, I have my coffee ready because, again, I'm very tired, but I'm ready to get into it. So links at the top of the description. It'll take you to Vimeo. You can watch the reaction highlight there, and then head back here afterwards for the post-episode discussion. Oh, before I get into the episode, actually, there is one thing I want to talk about really quickly. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to bring it up. There was a big development yesterday. Not really news, but rumor going around yesterday about the future of Attack on Titan. I'm not going to talk about that in this video. Actually, by the time this video comes out, though, I should have another video posted that I'm recording after this, but it'll be uploaded before this, about me talking about that subject. So if that's already out, you can check it out there, but just so you know, because I know people are going to be commenting if I don't bring it up. But anyways, let's get into the episode. Okay. That was episode number 16 of season 3. I that ending. All right. Well, okay. Okay. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. The episode's over. This, believe it or not, what is this episode, like 50 something overall, or is it almost in the 60s overall? I'm not sure, but we're really far into this show, and this is the first episode that I genuinely teared up on. And this is my favorite anime, and this is one of the things that I said quite a few times. This anime has never made me cry yet, and that's like really odd because I cry very easily when watching anime. I get sad as fuck when watching anime. Okay, I'm not afraid to say it. All right, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are also pussies. Okay, but seriously, this is the first episode that I just really teared up on with Erwin. Well, I guess it's a good thing I brought up Erwin, my thoughts on how he's likely going to die this episode, because I wouldn't have been able to bring it up again because he's Let's talk about something different for a second. Let's break up the absolute depressing nature of this episode, and let's talk about that CG Colossal Titan. That was absolutely terrible. Again, last episode I think the Colossal Titan was definitely passable. There was, I think, 2 shots where it looked really bad, but for the most part it actually looked really good in some shots as well. But this episode, that one shot where Erwin was looking, or he was kind of talking, and it panned over the wall, and it just showed the Colossal Titan at like 2 frames per second. That was, ooh, I almost threw up just looking at that. With that being said, I'm glad that they animated the Colossal Titan a lot this episode. One thing that I really noticed that's really, really off-putting is the Colossal Titan's size is really, really inconsistent in this show. It really is. Like, I love the show to death. Don't get me wrong. It's my favorite anime, but the Colossal Titan, I think, is my least favorite part about the show just in general. The Colossal Titan, its design from the very beginning was set up to fail. With how big it is and how hard it is, or how long it'll take to animate, there's bound to be problems with this design. And of course, I know it was not made for anime necessarily, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, the size differences. When the Colossal Titan first transformed, and I know a lot of it you could probably argue as perspective, but when the Colossal Titan first transformed, he looked way too fucking big. He was like kneeling and he was taller than the wall. And again, I know you can say perspective, but it wasn't perspective. The camera angle was straight on. If it was like downwards and facing up, then it would make sense why he looked so much bigger than the wall, but no, he looked massive. And then this episode, also, with that whole him looking massive thing, in comparison to Eren as a Titan looked like he was like this big compared to like if I'm the Colossal Titan, Eren as a transformed Titan was like this big. But this episode, when Eren was actually fighting him and grabbed his legs, when the Colossal Titan was actually animated, he looked way smaller than he did when he looked like he was CG. I will be like, I just hate everything. This is a secret, honestly. I don't think I've ever said this, but I just hate everything about the Colossal Titan. I hate its design. I've always thought it looked goofy from the very beginning. And then on top of that, the fact that every time it shows up, it looks bad. I just really, really don't like the Colossal Titan. I really don't. I think it's the worst part about this whole show, if I'm being quite honest with you. So a little bit of a confession there. I don't think I've ever really talked about that, but I just don't like the Colossal Titan at all. I'm not talking about Bertolt as a character. He's probably my favorite character, actually, or one of them. But the Colossal Titan's design, I'm really not a fan of it and never have been. But yeah, that's that's all I'm going to talk about that for today. It definitely wasn't a lot of inconsistencies and a lot of bad CG. It is what it is, but it just really sucks when, you know, even the biggest anime like Attack on Titan, you know, I get why they make it CG. It takes a lot of time. It's not just money like people say, it's time. And they don't have time. It's evident in the fact that they pushed this half of the season back and only made it 10 episodes. They don't have time on their hands. So I get why they're doing it, and it sucks, but, you know, every anime is going to have some areas where they fault, and Attack on Titans is definitely the time department, and it shows a little bit every once in a while. Of course, the show is incredibly high quality in general, but what else happened this episode besides, Erwin and Levi? The Beast Titan. Oh my goodness. He has inflicted, I think, by far and wide the most casualties here. I don't even think it's a matter of thinking. I think it's pretty obvious. Like the Colossal Titan, first of all, Reiner hasn't done shit all. Reiner at this point is absolutely useless. He just won't die. Like, what has he done thus far? He transformed, climbed up the wall to kill the horses, then decided, nah, chief, I'm going back down to fight Eren, got his ass beat, got destroyed by the Thunder Spears, and then flipped over when Bertolt transformed, and now he's back. That's all he's done. Bertolt, on the other hand, and we still don't know about, like, I really, really hope that we get some official confirmation on Hanji soon, because I don't like it when we don't know. Like, we're led to believe that they died in that explosion by the Colossal Titan, but it just seems so sudden, and I really, like, I think that would have been not a good, like, it wouldn't have been a fitting death for such an awesome character in Hanji and Moblit. Like, I don't know, but those would be the casualties that Bertolt's inflicted. He's definitely killed quite a few people at this point. But the Beast Titan, man, and he hasn't even fought yet. He's just been throwing shit the whole time. What's gonna happen when? Oh, okay, we gotta talk about how badass Levi was this episode. Unfortunately, it's a thing where, like, it's kind of bittersweet. It's not something you can really enjoy while it's happening, because at the same time, while Levi's being all badass and stuff, he's literally fighting on the dead shoulders of, pretty much all of his scouts at this point. I tell you, next episode, what's really going to be emotional, I think, is, first of all, I guess we'll bring it up right now. Did Erwin die from that? At first, I thought it looked like he got hit in the head. I thought he, like, I don't know why, just one shot, it looked like his head was blown off or something, but he got hit, like, kind of in his, I think it was left lower stomach. I almost wonder if he's going to have, like, a kind of a Rider from Fate Zero-esque death. Not really a spoiler, because, I mean, whatever, well, maybe it is, but too late. When he was, like, running through Gilgamesh's, like, weapons as they were piercing his body all over, and he got, like, right up to him. I wonder if Erwin's gonna have, like, a death like that, where he's, like, getting pelted by rocks and stuff, but he just keeps riding. I don't know. Attack on Titan's not really like that, though. Like, people are normal in this show, and they die very easily. But what I was gonna say is the most emotional part is gonna be seeing Levi fight with all his heart and fighting again, knowing that everybody died, just to get him in the position to fight. I feel like that's when the emotions are going to kick in. I don't think it's fully set in yet how, like, depressing this whole situation is, because everybody's given up their lives at this point. But man, I love the whole idea of using the Ring of Titans to get close to the Beast Titan. That was definitely cool. I didn't expect that. But again, like, it almost seems like I've read the manga before. No, I'm joking. I know people do actually ask me that all the time. I even get, like, Twitter DMs saying, "Hey, Spherical, have you read the manga before watching the episodes? Are you lying on YouTube? Can you just tell me? I won't tell anybody." No, I can't. Why would I lie? I have not read the manga, but it is kind of ironic that everything I brought up this episode is kind of happening this episode. The other thing I was going to talk about along those lines was I was talking about how the horses at this point are really useless. There's no point in keeping them there if you guys aren't going to be able to keep yourselves there. And it seems like Erwin took that to heart, and he's charging with the horses. So, yeah, literally everything I brought up in this episode is happening immediately, and it's happening too fast. I don't want it to happen. I don't want Erwin to die. I don't want all the scouts to die that are outside the wall. And then Levi himself, there's no guarantee that Levi's going to survive this either. Erwin never said that. Erwin just said he needs to get in there and kill the Beast Titan. But what happens next? Like, this is just terrible. This is terrible. This has gone, and it's all going so well. I mean, it's Attack on Titan. We knew this was going to happen, but it's just, I don't know. I I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know. Um, what I can say is next episode is probably going to be insane. Again, like we don't have anything for the Colossal Titan. He booted Eren into like almost over the down. What if he had kicked him over the wall, like all the way to the Beast Titan, where the Beast Titan would have just ripped Eren out and that would have been it? Like he was damn close to kicking Eren over the wall. But yeah, like how do you beat the Colossal Titan? The Beast Titan's one thing, he's the one who's doing the most damage, but I still think the Colossal Titan overall is the biggest threat because the Beast Titan, at least from what it looks like, it seems like he's at least, killable if they get close, right? I don't know how the Beast Titan fights like up close, but he just doesn't seem like as big of a threat as the Colossal Titan when it comes to actually killing him, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. This episode is crazy. It was. This season's been crazy. This season 3 part 2 has been just a roller coaster of ups and downs, mostly downs. All the ups that have happened so far have been completely like reverse carded. They're playing Uno on us. They laid that reverse down easy. When Eren thought he was gonna seal the walls and everything was gonna be fine, Reiner played that reverse card. And then when everyone killed Reiner and thought, they thought they killed Reiner played that reverse card and he summoned Bertolt. Like everything good that's happened has just been completely erased within the next couple minutes. It's Attack on Titan for you, I guess. Why am I surprised? But I think I'm gonna end this episode off here. I don't really think I have anything else major to bring up that would be of any importance. Actually, one thing I do want to mention real quick is I think we've seen everything from the opening, except for, again, there was one shot of Levi, I think, fighting the Beast Titan, and that's probably what this episode is kind of, and next episode is kind of about. So I think we've seen everything from the opening, kind of important that it's kind of teasing. I know a lot of people were saying there were spoilers in the opening. I'm not sure if we've seen them yet, or if there's still from what I was hearing, there's like some decently major stuff. So there's probably is some stuff that we still haven't seen yet that's going to happen. But in terms of everything like major that was shown in length, I'm pretty sure we've pretty much seen everything from this opening. Yeah, except for the basement. The basement at the very end, of course, we have not seen yet, but I'm mostly talking about the fights, the scene with the Colossal Titan, like tearing shit up and Eren punching Reiner and the Thunder Spears, like we've already seen pretty much all of that so far. But anyways, I'm going to end this off here. So if you want early access and or the full-length versions of these reactions, click that link in the description, hit up patreon.com/sphericalfilms and check that out there. With all of that out of the way, I do thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I do thank you guys for sticking with me for this season. It's been, I want to say it's been a blast, but this week really hasn't been a blast at all. But this episode was just terrible. Again, not terrible, but terrible. You know what I mean. But anyways, I'm done this off here. I thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next week with episode number 17 of season 3. Until then, peace out.